Don't know. Oh, you can hear me. Yes, yes. All right, everybody. I'm just getting loaded, getting started. Thanks for sticking with me. Today we're talking about Berkshire Hathaway. That's Grandpa Warren's company. And Warren, if you don't know Warren Buffett, he's one of the best investors in the whole entire world. Living legend right now, Warren Buffett. So we'll talk about his company and we'll talk about how to trade it. See you in 30 seconds. Oh, and I forgot. This show is edutainment, viewed for your educational and entertainment purposes. It's not financial advice. I don't know your personal financial situation. And boom, let's get started. Hi, social media world. My name's Alfred Gordon-Lew. This is 8 at 8. 8 minutes starts right now. Ooh, yeah. I flipped these around. So let me do this. Mirror this. Boom, like that. Today we're going to talk about Berkshire Hathaway. This is Warren Buffett's company. I wanted to say it's a conglomerate, so it's not a traditional company. It has many different moving parts. It owns Coca-Cola, it owns Apple, it owns Geico. So it's not a traditional conglomerate company. It is a massive one, but I think it's listed under financial and insurance as their biggest holding. But it seems like they would be mostly Apple this day. So let's get into the technical analysis part of it. So coming over here, we're doing technical analysis. We're talking about trades, trends, and time frames. This is the SPX, our wonderful index. We're just going to zoom in here for a bit. It is all green lights go except for one little red one. So let's move out here. So I made a list here for you, Thinkorswim. Some of you may use this program, some of you may not, but we're going to go to Berkshire Hathaway. Then we're going to click out like that. If you don't know the ticker symbol, it's right there. BRK. In Thinkorswim, it's /B. In other places, it's like .B, right? And this means B shares. Because if you want to take a look at A shares, look, B shares, $320. I'm going sidetrack. This is crazy, but A shares. Look at A shares. 480,000 per share. That crazy. Love you, Warren. That's awesome. I love you that your A shares are, almost $500,000 per share. So for the rest of us common folk, I think a B share might just do fine at $320. So let's take a look at our B shares. Is it a good time to get in or not? Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's see what we find here as well. Let's get these. And thanks for people throwing up some hearts and comments as well. I love you guys. But I got to navigate my screen and I got to get through my content. So let's do this. So let's talk about these little circles I got here. I did this because I'm thinking about Olympics and Olympic rings. So that's the only reason why they're here today. So if we're talking about what we see here, I see one green arrow. That's awesome. That means this stock is selling kind of above average prices for the last 20 days. There are more sellers than buyers. So people are picking up this stock. And last one that we see in this time is it greedy. People are being pretty greedy. There's an invisible arrow right here. As you can see, it's above that green line, which means, yeah, it's good to go. People are kind of like piranhas. They're just going after this stock as well. So people are greedy. They are loving it. They're not fearful of getting into Berkshire Hathaway. So that's what positional traders would be. These are the people that are buying and holding. You are in a good buying and holding pattern. If you take a look at this as well, it is just going. So perfect. This is, and obviously I forgot to say it, this is on a monthly time frame. So those of you who just want to know about Berkshire Hathaway, just tune in once a month, the first week. You're going to hear it on, what day is it? Thursdays. So the first week of the month, on Thursdays, you're going to hear about Berkshire Hathaway. So positional traders, you are in the market, 100%. Let's move on to our wonderful swing traders. If you're thinking about swing trading, you're thinking about, oh man, what do I got to look out for when we're swing trading? And now we're moved to a daily chart. right? So this is every little tick that you see is a day. So let's zoom in here. Let's see how it's been doing. And we're not going to use this study. We're going to switch up our studies, and we're going to use our wonderful Bollinger Bands, right? And let me get rid of these circles here again, so then I can reuse them. So the first thing that we want to see is it above the average? Is it peaking, or is it below? Do we have a buying opportunity or not? Usually when it's in this lower half of this line, between the green and the purple, we got some buying opportunities. If it is over the line, the green line to the, looks like a maroon line, it is usually kind of overpriced, or if it's hitting the top of that line, it could be peaking and it could be a time to sell. So no matter how you want to play it, if you want to be a short or if you want to be a long, in this position, I would probably sell your positions if you are trading on a weekly basis, because the second thing that we're looking for is the volatility. And as you can see, it's not really volatile. People aren't dumping the shares right now, but it is in the middle. But sorry, the third thing that I was going to say is we're missing this right here. You'll see that Berkshire Hathaway has started paying a dividend. You can see that the last dividend is crazy, like $12.33. You'll see before that, oh, it's behind me. Let me move. This one is $5. So you'll see 15, 5, 12, and then this one's $4.50. Oh, that's really hard to see, huh? Can you guys, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Hopefully that's better. I don't know if you can see that there. Oh, it's still pretty small. I'm going to have to boost up this for you guys as well. Like, try to give you bigger font sizes. So note to self, I got to do that. But we're missing this wonderful, wonderful thing called earnings kind of call. And obviously when you're doing this, if you're investing in a company, earnings calls are really, really, really important. That's when things change and move. So if we're looking at this, we can always look at the wonderful, look I love this because this is Berkshire Hathaway's website. This is all, it doesn't look like much, but this is what $1 million man or $1 billion man website looks like. So if you, this is a big sidebar. If you haven't looked at his letters, you can come here, but you can see when he's planning to do his annual reports and also earning call. But right now, we don't see anything on the slide. When does it suspect? If we go back to Think or Swim, sometimes they have their best guess. So let me do this, and I'm going to go back and switch. Where's my windows? There you go. I'm going to switch back to here. And I'm going to show you, if I expand it, if you look at the ticker symbol in your wait list, you might see, come on, here, I'm going to bring that circle over here. You can see that there is a little light bulb there. If you hover over it, I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, you guys can't see that. But it says, it little pops up behind me. It says earnings February 26th. So we know if you're swing trading before that or after that, things are going to move depending on what they report, right? And traditionally, they report some pretty big earnings as well. So we're expecting a big one as well for dividends. So that's something to look out for. 30 seconds. I got to get to the next one. I'm just going to pause the show. There you go. It's too many sidebars. I can't do that for you guys. So let's do this. We're going to go to intraday right now. So this is for all your day traders. Let's take a look at Berkshire Hathaway this morning. So I have set this to be a 5-day time frame so we can see a little bit more data. So this is what Berkshire Hathaway has done in the last 5 days. So what are we looking for here? The wonderful tool that I want to bring out, and as I get rid of my circles, goodbye circles, is our wonderful Fibonacci. All you got to do is take this wonderful tool. It's nature's kind of patterns. You take the low, and what I do is I match it up to the high, and you can see through magic of nature, Fibonacci has some pretty good lines matched up here as well. So you can kind of see that. I'm just going to plunk it there. You can see if I zoom in here a little, no, I'm just going to stay here. You can see that this is a giant floor that it's been resting on. And then definitely it matched up with the peak. And then we've had another kind of ceiling out here. And you'll see that the trend in terms of this trading week or the last trading week, it's gone up and it's come back down, and now it's resting on this floor. Will it bounce off the floor or not? That's what intraday traders are looking at specifically. And you can see when we zoom in here off that pink floor, yeah, Berkshire Hathaway has been flooring up at 320. So that means it's pinged off a couple times, and will it kind of shoot back up? Wonderful Bollinger Bands are still here, and they could show you the range that they think it could. So they're saying here it's really normal for this thing to go up to 320 and as low as 313. And what people are really looking for, traders specifically, they're looking for these wonderful spreads. They want to see the difference. I'm going to take the circle. Do you see how wide this is between these two? This is where most of the volatility happens. When a spike like this happens, day traders are getting in to take advantage of this time, whether it be the gap down, so they're selling a put, right? And people want that insurance, they'll earn some money on the put, or if they're gapping up at this time, right? So you can see this, it's just racing up just before this. They could be selling calls. And then people earn the money on the spreads. That's what they call it. So when you're seeing a big swing like this, you'll see in the morning, traditionally, when the markets have been going on in the mornings, we've been seeing a lot of crazy swings, right? Big downs, big ups, big downs. So that's what day traders are looking for. They're making their money in these times when they're seeing major swings. You'll see it here. Again, the spread, the difference between that. So, oh my goodness. So they're making their money right here in that spread. All right. With that said, I got to go back here, Roland. 4 seconds. Thanks for letting me pause. I got to tighten up that shit. Getting rid of that. Perfect. I don't know if you saw this, but look at this. This little one sneaking down in here. Right there. You can see her eyes playing around with the green screen. We thought we could hide her, but nah, she's there. They love coming in at these 8 to 8s. We've been pre-recording them. The morning ones we can't because I got to get them ready for school. So, all right, everybody. Like I said, I got to get ready for school. Got to enjoy my coffee. Get the rest of the trading day getting done. All right. If you're thinking about Berkshire Hathaway, solid company. Hopefully, those gave you some tips. Either you're a positional trader, swing trader, or your day trader on Berkshire Hathaway. Look for those dips. Get that spread. All right. Love you guys.